Perfect. 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 Perfect.
What's good, everyone? It's your boy Dubs, and I'm back at it with another banger. If you're new to the channel, make sure to hit that sub button as we are getting closer to 17k subs. Hit the little bell icon, make sure it's switched to all so you don't miss out on any more content, and smash that like button. Let's try to get the video up to at least 24 likes. I know we can go ahead and hit that like goal. So, are you guys tired of literally missing shots in NBA 2K24? I know I am, and I still deal with it every single day. Let's be completely transparent. I'm not a 100% shooter. No content creator, no person in this game is shooting 100%. But do you finally want to find a jump shot that's going to work well for you so you can go out there and hit some of the shots that you've seen in those clips, or even just shoot wide open for that matter? Well, you come to the right place. Today, I'm going to get you guys all put together. I'm going to give you my guard jump shot. Now, I don't have my big man officially made yet, or I don't have a small guard officially made yet, but I've watched tons and tons and tons of other jump shot videos to kind of get a sense of where everybody's mindset is as far as bases go, because truthfully, don't get me wrong, the release is important because obviously that fluctuates your speed and your defensive immunity and things like that. But just like last year, don't just focus on the grades. You got to focus on the whole entire shot and what works well for you and what you can actually time, because this year, it's more important than ever where you're going to get rewarded if you truly know your shot. We're talking about you're going to get rewarded wide open because Mike Wang already confirmed there's a 20% boost if you're shooting without your green window on, or if you're going to go ahead and being able to shoot contested, you can do that this year just from knowing your jump shots. So let's go ahead and get on to this video. Go ahead and show you guys what my settings currently are now, and we're going to kind of break down the settings when it comes to your jump shot. Now this year, they changed it from very early, late, very late to now it is called jump, set point, push, and release. Now, quite honestly, like I said, I've been playing around with all these, just trying to find one that works well. Really, these are going to be for anybody. If you feel like you're timing the ball, like you're timing your release super late, and you're waiting until you visually can see like the flick of the wrist, then you're going to want to have it on release, which is going to be, I'm not going to compare it to very late, but I'm just going to say, you know, you're going to be focused on the release for your jump shot. Push is going to literally be when the ball is like right here in your face and you're ready to actually push with the other hand, like push off with the jumper. That's going to be push, is this timing right here, is when the ball's about here and he's getting ready to actually like push off and go into his release. That's where push is at. Set point is literally when he catches the ball and he's going up into his animation. Now this is his set point, obviously. He's not pushing, he's not releasing, it's at his set point in his jump shot. I'm gonna go ahead and throw up a clip that someone had created to go ahead and give you guys a better visual understanding of it. And then jump, of course, is when he's at the apex of the jump. Every single one of these is at an apex. So jump, when he's at the, you know, the apex or the very point of his jump, that's when you're gonna release. If you have it set on set point, it's right when it's right there at his face, he's getting ready to, you know, push off. You want to go right before that, unless it's going to be considered a push, which is going to make your shot a very late. I mean, it's going to make your shot a slightly late or a very late. Push is literally when he's pushing off, and then release, of course, is when he's finishing with the flick of the wrist. So that's going to be important. Of course, you want to shoot with your jump shot meter off. Mike Wang, like I said earlier, already confirmed that there's a 20% boost just for you shooting with your meter off. So turn off that meter no matter what. Trust me on that one. Can't nobody see your meter anyways this year. And then there's really no other settings that we can go into as far as it's going to help you with your jump shot. Now, the jumper that I use for my guard is going to be this one right here. You see I just got it labeled as T-Man. Well, the first jumper we're going to get into is my guard build, the jumper that you guys seen in all the intro clips. It's going to be Terrence Mann for the lower base, Chris Mullen for release 1, Paul Millsap for release 2, maxed out release speed, animation blending 53% Chris Mullen, 47% Paul Millsap. Now this is going to be my guard jump shot, at least for the time being. I'm gonna go ahead and go over a few more because as you can see, the 3-ball threshold is different. This is gonna be for your like above 6'5" and between 6'10" guards out there with a higher 3-ball, because as you can see, you need an 86 3-ball. And when it comes to the smaller guards out there, like I said, haven't made a small guard yet, but I have been watching a lot of videos and catching up to date on everything. You can go ahead and rock like a Steph Curry for the base, do like a release 1 of Oscar Robertson, release 2 Oscar Robertson, and really be fine. I mean, that's been kind of like the jumper for the last year that was the jumper, and this year it's kind of the same. That Steph Curry base is going to be the best shooting base, which is why you need to be short and you have to have a super high 3-ball to get it. But that would be kind of like my recommendation for the smaller guards. But if you're in between that 6'5" to 6'10" range, you have a higher 3-ball, this is what I would recommend. Another jumper that we can go ahead and talk about is JT Thor. Now with JT Thor, you really only need like a 76 3-ball, I believe, to even get this. Let's go ahead and check this real quick. We're just gonna switch both of these to default because I believe it's a 76. Yeah, you only need a 69 to even get it, you know, the base technically unlocked and be between those heights. Now it releases this year, they do play a huge part just like they did last year. Release height, release speed, defensive immunity, all kind of gimmies. Your release height is going to be, of course, when you release it, so you're going to be releasing it right at the eyeballs, or you're going to be releasing it high above your head. Release speed, self-explanatory, that's how fast your jumper actually is. Defensive immunity is going to pretty much be the contest level, so if it's at a D-, it's going to be a lot easier to contest than if it was at an A. And then of course timing stability is the new one. So with every spot on the floor, you know how sometimes you feel like your jump timing is different. That's because that green window can kind of fluctuate, can be small, it can be large depending on if you're moving, if you're standing still, what dribble move you just did out of it. So timing stability, the higher that grade is, the more it's going to be consistently timed as far as your jumper goes. But at the end of the day, it never really matters too much what these grades are. If you know your shot and you know when to time it, none of this stuff really matters. But it's always nice to see. So if it was me though, you know, a nice medium tier jump shot for if you're like 6'8" or 6'7", 6'6", have a lower 3-ball, I would just go with JT Thor, and then you can play around with the releases whichever way you see fit, because obviously with certain 3-ball thresholds you'll be able to create certain jump shots. But if it's me, I would just go like, you know, Sadiq Bey. You're already only going to need a 73 ball, and then you can do something like an Oscar Robertson, or you could go pure Sadiq Bey if you really wanted to. I believe with the Oscar Robertson one though, you're going to need like an 81 3-ball at least, bare minimum, to go ahead and get it. And then another thing is that this changes, of course, your jump shot requirement if you drop the speed. But as you can see, you don't lose a whole lot by just taking it down a notch, which for all my shooters out there, if you're having a hard time like timing your jump shot, you can either drop that release speed, or you can go ahead and switch it up so that, you know, it just makes it a little bit slower. But as you can see, the more I lean into like this Sadiq Bey, the defensive immunity is dropping, but the release height is going up, the release speed is going up. If this is me and I had like a 78 3-ball, I would go something like this, so that way you can still get your release speed on an A+, your release height on an A, defensive immunity at a C+, and timing stability at a D. Like I said, timing stability kind of takes a hit, but you'll be checking with this jump shot. A lot of people are using JT Thor. I'm not going to give you guys just some make-believe stuff. Kind of took its senses around the community, and everybody's been kind of using this JT Thor, Sadiq Bey, Oscar Robertson combo, or they use a different base to kind of, you know, get a different visual cue. But you can't go wrong with JT Thor base. And Then I'm gonna go ahead and switch on over to a big man. I've watched a couple of different content creators kind of come out with big man jump shots, and some of the more popular bases from what I'm seeing is like Andre Drummond is a popular base. I've seen Jonathan Isaacs be a real popular base, and both of them you only need low 3 balls. I mean, Jonathan Isaac, you literally only need like a 76 to go ahead and get. And Andre Drummond literally unlocks itself at like a 45 3 ball. So those are the kind of the big man bases that I've been seeing. And then of course, like I said, with your releases, you can play around with these, and it's all going to be dependent on your actual jump shot rating. Shooting being as difficult as it is this year, I would just go ahead and tell everybody that it doesn't hurt, at least in the very beginning, to buy Jump Shot Boost. Jump Shot Boost is going to be your best friend. Shout out to Brute. He's one of the only people that I know, very few people, that are going the whole no boost, no Gatorade boost movement. I don't really believe in the Gatorade boost too much. I mean, obviously it's gonna help with your jump shot timing, because if you're tired, you're gonna have more energy with Gatorade boost. But I believe jump shot boost in the beginning of the year, at least until you really know your shot, is gonna be crucial, because it's gonna give you that expanded green window. But hey, if you guys found this video informative and you're new to the channel, hit that sub button. Hit the little bell icon, switch it to all so you don't miss out on any more content, and smash that like button. And if you guys want to ask me any questions, or if you guys just want to come hoop, because like I said, I'm not lying, I need people to run with, go ahead and swing on over to Twitch, because that's where I live stream at every single day. Link will be down in the description. Because until later on, y'all, where you can definitely catch me in a live stream, it's been your boy Dubs, and I love you guys as always, and I'll get up with you guys later, man. Oh yeah, with Logo Day coming around, make sure to go ahead and swing on over to Twitter as well and comment DubsTime for a vouch, because your boy's trying to go for a logo. But until later, y'all, peace. And since I know you still sitting here, do yourself a favor. Click the video on the left or click the video on the right and get right tonight. It's just that simple.